Right?
Okay.
So
So I have some questions.
go ahead. Go ahead.
So in the laning phase,
Yes.
first of all, that farming. Oh, wait, commenting. So about pooling the camp,
Yep.
I usually did it in a way that only the two of the last
Half
creeps
full.
got pooled. Is yes, the half pool. Is that a bad idea, or is it situational, or why did you say that I should pool all the creeps this
Yeah,
time?
I would say. So it's generally situational, and it depends on how well your carry do without you in the lane. So like you had a PA against a Necrophos Bane, you know what I mean? So if PA tried to challenge any CS without you in the lane, he's gonna get destroyed. Like Bane gonna nuke him, Necrophos gonna walk at him and nuke the creeps with the PA at the same time. You know what I mean? Like PA is like super disadvantaged, right? So he has no chance, no business being in the lane. Because of that, any creep you let go in the lane will keep the enemy creeps away, and it allows enemy to maybe deny something, and he cannot do
Mhm.
anything about it yet. Well, if you had a carry that is not survivable, or enemy heroes are not that dangerous, let's say you have a life stealer, and enemy heroes are some like not that strong melee heroes, let's say it's a Magnus plus, let's say, maybe a shaker or something. Like, they can pretty much ignore them, like just hit them back if something happens for the most part. And he has a range and he will be fine, totally. So you can, like, in that case, you can like half full. Let's say, okay, not necessarily you farm with the two creeps you have there, and then I'm gonna like completely deny two creeps. Doing a half full allow you to like complete deny two creeps. Do you know what I mean from
Mhm.
complete deny?
Sorry again.
Okay. I'm asking, do you know what I mean from complete deny?
Yeah, I mean, when you left hit the creep and the creeps don't get the last two creeps don't get into the experience of the
Yeah,
opponent, so
like,
they don't get the gold and neither the XP.
yeah. So like they don't get a half XP of the deny, they get zero XP. Okay, so in
Mm-hmm.
those cases, when you have a powerful laning hero, doing that is it's actually good because your hero is laning and you are like complete denying creeps. Once you pull the whole wave into the small camp, you either not gonna deny anything or you maximum denying one creep most of the times, right? Because of that
Mm-hmm.
interaction, it's the half full generally is better, but in this situation that your core is weak, you cannot do that. So it's better to just pull fast, as I was like emphasizing on. Okay, hit it at 16, hit it at 17, hit it early, so
Mm-hmm.
you can kill the camp as fast as possible. So PA doesn't get run at by the creeps on their tower. Like he would
Mm-hmm.
get the creeps on the tower for himself all the time. We've been against a very
Mm-hmm.
hard lane into a Bane Necrophos with a weak laning hero in PA, and we just destroyed them on the lane. Like, look at the net worth of
Mm-hmm.
XP by 10 minutes in, or like almost 7 minutes in. That was the 7 minutes was the time we've been doing this. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. Okay, can you see my screen?
One second. Stream. Yes.
Yeah. So if you look at this, PA has like 2,100 gold, and like Necrophos is 1,800 gold in a lane that he's supposed to be in favor. And like look at the Bane, 1,100, you are 1,300. So you're winning by 200
Mm-hmm.
gold, and PA is winning by 300 gold. So like we are winning
Mm-hmm.
in a laning phase that we're supposed to lose by 500 gold. Where that 500 gold come from? From the small camp you just farmed. You literally farmed 7 small camp, probably 6,
Mm-hmm.
in that duration. And that's the difference, Major. We also never let the lane get pushed out. It's just enemy let us do this. Okay, some games they gonna block your small camp, they gonna fight for it, they gonna challenge you pulling and everything. So there are you need to get creative on other ways to deal with that. But as long as they let you do
Mm-hmm.
this, it's like an easy way to win any hard lane. Okay,
Mm-hmm. I
so
see.
next question.
Let me think. Mm.
I can download the replay, so if there is anything we can talk about.
Yeah, it's quite hard to remember right now.
Take your time. You can click on the heroes and see different moments. Maybe do you have any question about the items? About what there anything
the wording.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So how do I say this? I did the wording in a different way before, and I feel like I didn't word at all in this game compared to the ones that I usually play. And usually I try to put my words on the edge of our territory. So like the river or if we are expanding our territory, then in the enemy jungle. But you told me not to put, not told me, but said that some words weren't the best. When, for example, I put it on the top of the triangle at I don't know how many minutes. And you said that it wasn't really the best.
Yeah. So did you notice?
If I remember
you
correctly.
almost never saw anyone there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice?
Yeah, but I was thinking that it would protect my team if we were about to be ganked or someone was going up.
So that's the thing. I'm thinking like one step ahead. Is enemy team gonna gank us? So who's gonna gank us? Like Anti-Mage? He's not gonna gank anyone. Medusa? He's not fast enough to gank anyone. Necrophos plus Bane Witch Doctor? Maybe, but we want to lane against them. They're not in a position to run at us. They should be scared, and we supposed to be running at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's based on what heroes enemy have and what are we supposed to do? Like what state of the game we're in. In that state of the game that you put the ward, I was feeling, okay, I want to run at enemy. I want to find them farming back in deep in the jungle and kill them. So I said, we need deep vision. Remember? So that's like, okay, I told you, buy a small, go to your Pugna, try to find something. It didn't happen as much, but like the whole point is like, my plan, my vision on the future of that game is that we're going to gank the enemy deep in their jungles. So we need some deep vision for that. It's not them ganking us, or it's not like a close game that we're fighting over the territory. The putting vision near the edge of your territory, it means the game is balanced. If you placing protective vision inside your jungle, means the game is bad and you want to like play defensive. Playing ward in the enemy territory in deep vision on their side means you're winning the game and you want to increase your advantage. So like if you look at the graph, by 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in, we are obviously ahead in this game. And because we're ahead, I think the win probability is probably up there, even higher than this. Because we are winning, we need deep vision on the enemy side. I'm gonna load the replay as well. Any other question about the items perhaps, or was there anything I told you to do that you normally doesn't even think about or you never do in terms of map movements or anything?
The pooling was entirely new. But I already asked about that. So yeah, the map movements. It was a bit weird to play. That you said that I can be that aggressive, but yeah, it makes sense now because I was level 6 and got everything, and but I didn't fear.
The thing is, something like this, if you never experienced it before, if you never been this much ahead, it's gonna be hard to play accordingly. So like if you play a hero a lot of times, let's say you have like 1,000 game on a Pugna, then like in like 200 of them you're gonna experience maybe such advantage, maybe even less than that. So it's something that comes with a lot of playing the same hero to know, okay, if I'm this much ahead, I can play this aggressive against this specific matchup. You know what I mean? It comes a lot of things to that. So like the moment you pick this Pugna into Necrophos, I told you, Pugna is really good into Necrophos, right? That's like one of the signs that like, okay, if you take advantage, you can literally run at this guy because he can do anything against you. He cannot like normally when someone run a necrophos, he press W and walk away. He cannot do that against you. He just amplifies your damage if he does that.
And another thing that was weird for me that I just realized that basically I spent a lot of time farming the small camp.
Yeah.
And by that time, the PA was alone. Wasn't that bad for her, or I didn't really check how did she manage to play? Like, basically, what I feel is right now at this point she's against two heroes.
Okay, so actually, I will answer
And
your
isn't
question
that
by
bad?
showing you what happened. So this is your PA when you pull him. If he was a good player, he would come and farm this small camp. Okay, if he's really good. If he's not good, he's gonna sit here AFK. At least he's not gonna die here. If he's a bad player, he's gonna walk up there and feed. So what you're doing is a correct thing. If you don't pull, you have to be up there trying to fight these two heroes. And like a Pugna plus PA against Necrophos plus Bane, who's gonna win? They're gonna win.
Well,
right? Yeah, they're gonna win for sure. So if we're gonna lose this, then we should not do this. Simply put, when you pull like this, PA by sitting back here, he's gonna get this creep. Now the only bad thing is that he's tanking the creeps. Notice how he's losing HP right now. So if you kill this creep
that's
faster,
why I should.
If you kill them faster, it will be better. Now there are times that like enemy heroes, they keep your creep wave alive for a long time. Okay. Either because it's like too many of them, or their spell is not good, or like they're denying creep somehow. If you're noticing them not pushing, you need to like not kill the camp as fast. So how fast you kill the camp is based on how fast enemies pushing lane. Now it's a Necrophos, he naturally cannot even stop himself from pushing lane. He's gonna push fast. And like I was keep saying, enemies pushing fast. So I was telling you, okay, keep attacking. Finish the camp faster. Like I wanted you to pull faster as well, so you have more time. And like this doesn't happen to your PA. Notice how if this Necrophos was good, he could just run here, cast his Q, and walk back. Be annoying to PA, and PA cannot do anything about it. If he tries to like fight the Necrophos, he's gonna miss the CS, and if he doesn't fight the Necrophos, then he's gonna take so much damage. In any case, it would be bad for him. Notice how at 10 minutes and 10 seconds is the time that we leave for the pool. Your hero is fast, so like it's less punishing to do it a bit later. But like right now, it's like even late for me to hit. Like 1 second, 2 seconds ahead of this, I want you to hit the camp and move away. This is what happening to your PA again when you're not there. He's not getting anything other than like maybe dagger and get some CS. But that's it. Now you're giving him some tangles. Notice how since like you're kind of away from the lane most of the time, you don't need your tangles as much. Almost all of them goes to the PA. That's fine.
I see. There was another question that came to my mind, but I completely forgot it in under 1 second.
That's fine. Take your time.
So yeah, the pooling. I don't know. I forgot it.
It's fine. If you remember it, just ask. And again. This time, like you hit it.
I remember. So the pulling the small camp is the best. Is it not so? Sorry, I can speak. So the best time to pull the camp is around 10. And if I pull at the start of the minute, and if I pull at the second wave at the minute, or I don't know how you say that. So there is a second wave.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's better. Oh, I mean worse.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Because you cannot like right now you're pulling. Notice how it takes more than like half of the minutes to finish the camp. Okay, so like by now you're not finished. Okay, because of that, if you pull the second wave, like if you pull this wave that is coming, what happens is that you're gonna create a double wave, and then it's gonna push you to the enemy line. Eventually, it's not as punishing as like okay. So doing that, it's okay at the later stage of the laning phase. So like right now, 5:30, 7:30, something like that. It's fine to do that at that point because like your PA is strong enough to play the lane. Like if you have a lot of creeps and like you and PA are like fighting enemy heroes, it's not that one-sided anymore. But the early levels, level 1 to 3, if we create a double wave and we push towards enemy heroes, it's gonna be hard to make it right at that point. So it's better. It's much better to do it at the first half of the minute. You can pull again for the next minute more. That makes the game much easier.
Okay, thanks.
This should make my life easier.
Notice how we have a double wave with the siege units. In a game that you are having advantage, you can do this trick that like you just pull and farm the camp fast to create a double wave on purpose to push with the siege unit. That's actually a trick higher level players do to take towers faster. The only thing I would like you to have right now is like one extra set of tango. So like if this guy run out of HP or you yourself run out of HP, you can recover faster. That's fine.
All right.
It's not because of this one. So we talked about like this constant hitting and farming at the same time trick. The best tip I can give you, like it comes with the practice how good you can do this. But the best tip I can give you is to hit the guy that creeps are ignoring. So hit the guy with the full HP and then maybe pause a moment to CS the one they're about to kill. Then you CS, then you go back to like killing the one you've been killing. And then you CS and then you CS. Something like that is the ideal way to do it. If you're doing it perfectly, we would like start going for this 7-minute XP rune right away. Like if you see this Bane coming here, he's ignoring the XP rune, you can just go like this. Directly. You don't even need to like hide yourself, like, just go directly. And that will be guaranteeing you getting the XP rune on time. We did go a bit late, but like, it's fine. It's a bit risky though, because like it's a Bane, he can like kind of catch you for someone else to TP in and kill you. But overall it's fine. You could still like stack it and like if you hit it right now, you just didn't hit it.
Mega Kill is pleased.
So here, this is like bad to keep it outside the tower. Notice how we want to kill these creeps, get level 6 before enemy, and try to run at them if possible. Or PA wants to just get rid of enemy creeps and go farm more camps. Because at this point he can farm. You know, as long as he has this, he can farm jungle camps. It's not ideal for him to go jungle. He's not a Luna, but like he's fine. Best thing you can do for your carries if they're like not doing it is time like this that enemy has too much creeps. If you don't want them to run at you on the tower, just go next to your range creep and aggro the creeps to the tower. Get help from the tower to relieve the pressure.
Top tower.
So until this point, I thought that the enemy creeps under our tower is a bad thing because the lane is going to be pushed because of that. But I get that wrong.
The first early levels, that's correct. The more later we go, that becomes wrong. Like right now, it's not about keeping the equilibrium here anymore. Okay, let me teach you actually something deep here. In the first, let's say, 7 minutes of the game, what do you think is the most important objective for each team?
The first, how many minutes?
Let's say 7 minutes.
7. Okay. Well, for a lane, or you mean an entire team, or just the lane?
Okay, but when you say winning the lane, what does it mean?
But no. Sorry. I asked that if you. So you asked what's the most important thing for the team, but I don't know if you mean. Do you mean it for the entire team or just the lane? For the 2 heroes that in the lane?
For every single hero in the game, let's say.
Okay. So basically, getting as much XP and gold.
Okay.
And
you say
staying
XP and
safe,
gold, but
I guess.
you have to choose one: gold or XP. Which one?
I guess it's gold.
First 7 minutes. Like, okay, do you prefer to be like level 6 to level 5 of this guy with the same gold? Or you prefer to be both level 5 but you have extra 500 gold or something?
Well, okay, then XP, I guess.
Yeah, like getting to level 6 or getting to a certain level is so important to most of the heroes.
Oh, yeah.
There are exceptions, but like most heroes, they prefer to get to their level 6 as soon as possible. So, because that matters more than gold, there are concepts like keeping the lane equilibrium here becomes more important than CSing itself. You see? Because if the lane equilibrium is here, you gotta get the XP, no matter what. Okay?
Because...
Yeah, and items like mangoes, clarity, self, tangos, they just cost gold and they don't give us anything. Technically, if you go base, it's cheaper, right? But they allow you to stay in lane for the cost of some gold, so you can get more XP out of it. You see? So, early on, experience is more important. But like, once we, so in that duration, you don't want the creeps under your tower. You want like equilibrium to happen as much as possible. But like, the later it goes, where your PA is around level 5, after he gets this thing, and like he's level 5 or something, when you get level 6 or something like this, now the XP doesn't matter as much suddenly, but the gold is suddenly super important. Like, the faster PA gets this Battle Fury, the better he's gonna have a game. The faster you get this arcane boot, the more useful you will be in the map. So suddenly the gold is the most important thing, and like getting to like level 7 doesn't really change you as much as like the item does. So because of that, right now we just want enemy creeps to come to the tower, so we kill them as fast as possible, so we get more gold. You see, it's a faster way of getting gold. That's like the main reason. Like, that's the tipping point. At some point, you say, "Oh, now I care more about gold than XP. So like, let's just shove the lane into the enemy tower, so I can form all the camps in between, instead of just keeping it here and like stuck into this place." This is like the only time in the game you can like actually go super close to the enemy and cast the ulti. And like suddenly they can't do much about it. Yeah. I mean, I guess this guy had one point on the Nightmare to cancel it, but yeah. It's still like, I think you could have get away with it. Did a lot of good things though.
Killing pleased.
Alright.
I'm
fast forwarding so we don't spend too much time. Notice how we like defending empty lanes anytime we see one. Because you're so powerful, you can like man up to this guy. He cannot really do anything to you. If you're in a weaker situation, let's say you're level 4 and like this guy is in level 9, then you need to like constantly keep aggroing and get help from towers to reduce the pressure. You cannot man up as much. I go to free camera, so better. It was a bit reckless the way we did it here, but it was generally fine. Like what we accomplished, tanking 2 big single target ulti here was fine. If Necrophos was careful and not casting his ulti, it would be risky for him. Like you could like come out of Bane ulti and cast yours and kill them perhaps. Like you could like heal up with Magic Wand, Fairy Fire, survive the burst of another Brain Snap, and like suddenly you heal up back to full. So he had to ulti you. But like it's good to do things like this. Like you running at the enemy, like causing them to like cast everything they have. So then this PA is totally fine here. Like he's not dying
Radiant's
anymore.
middle tower is
Like it
under
allows you to, like,
Mhm.
okay, you
I
join
see.
mid, you get sort of golden XP,
Dire's middle
top
tower
line pressure
is
to
under
any
attack.
tower. Like technically you can like right now try to go and steal another XP run. It's just a bit too risky. That's like
Mhm.
an option though. That's one thing with the PA. Anytime he's getting ganked, just don't be next to him so he can blink away. You did a perfect job there.
Dire's middle tower
Alright.
is under
Can
attack.
you please can you think back a bit? One thing I didn't understand at this point. So Necrophos casted his ultimate on PA, but I didn't see her getting damage. What was that? I don't think that the Decaprify did the Decapri
He's
so
full HP by the
here
time he's
ulti.
receiving damage. I know, but he's almost full HP, right?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Okay, yeah. I just realized that it does percentage-based damage based on the health. Okay,
So like
okay.
you hitting this guy means like he doesn't take any damage. So
Hmm.
you say
Yeah, okay. Now I understand.
Dire's middle tower
technically
I
you
didn't
can wake him
remember.
up right now by your attack. Like use your Fairy Fire and attack this guy, so you wake him up and he maybe survive. But honestly, because
Mhm.
you're like having such a good game, it's too risky to do that. Like, if you ignore him, like just kill them in return, that's good enough as well.
look away.
Yep, you kill the same. They cast a lot of ultis and spells, and like they lost the Bane as well. You force another TP of the Beast Doctor here. Now I'm panicking at this point in the game, in the life coach, because like this guy's right next to you. If like he should be like here or like there. Like somewhere that like if this guy casts a stun, it doesn't chain a stun both of you there. Anytime if you can manage to pull this both of these two up and cast another OD, you will probably survive. Be careful by
Yeah,
yourself. You have time.
that's a mistake.
Hard, but
Mistake I usually make.
that's fine.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
So this is like the important part. I think what we did next is the part that actually brings us a lot this game by far, and that is not to join these team fights. Most people in your bracket see, oh, my 4 teammates are bottom. They're doing something. Let me join them. Like that's like their way of thinking. And even though it's not totally wrong, the earlier it is, the more punishing doing that is. So joining a team in early game means we are sharing whatever accomplishment here happens together. Like if we farming creeps, we killing heroes, we killing towers. This is gonna be split up into 5 heroes instead of 4. Well, if you go away and they accomplish the same things, that's gonna split into 4 heroes, more share for them, and also you're gonna get some share for yourself somewhere else. And you keeping mid here is like the key thing to me. And like it's gonna make you rich. So look at the net worth. You like on top of both the boards, close to enemy anti-mage somehow.
Oh my god, what did that do?
And anti-mage was like super poor. And then suddenly you deny this room from the enemy heroes. Now you defending top. Now if you had a good teammates, this sniper with the TP, he would TP mid and defend the mid tower. Easily. He can like do that. And like he would give this bottom farm to his 3 teammates. With the same knowledge. Same logic. They just ignore that. And we lost the mid tower for that. If you had a TP, I would tell you to TP and defend this, but we just defended
Radiant's
mid.
middle tower is under attack.
That's playing that free.
Radiant's middle
The thing is, if we stay mid and let's say a sniper TP stop, it's more dangerous. Because he's a sniper and like anti-mage can run at him technically in a more balanced situation.
tower has Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
It was
attack.
it. Things out. Taking XP down. So that
This
was
was
the
the
word we
word.
were talking about. So like right now,
Yeah.
if you like I'm not sure if you're noticing it, but like, did you feel like we are super ahead in that game? Did you feel that?
I felt like some hero was missing, and actually that was anti-mage, I think. And I wasn't sure at that point is that anti-mage is just farming and getting more powerful while we do our little things, or he's just straight out missing. But yeah, I didn't see that the anti-mage got, or how I say. So I didn't realize that anti-mage didn't have that much items, and maybe I should have checked the items of,
Yeah, that's one part
and
of it.
didn't feel like.
One thing I want to add is that like if you look at the scoreboard, like it's 17 kills on 17 minutes for our team, and they only have 5 kills. So it's an active game. Like both teams are constantly fighting each other. A lot of kills is happening, and then it's a game that we are killing them. No, not the other way around. It's not balanced. It's like one-sided to our favor. That's a sign of a game that you build active items and try to get deep vision on enemy side, so we can like keep killing them better and better. Okay. Now there are games that like you see like we have advantage. Let's say maybe 8 kills to them having only 1. Like we have like a similar situation. We are owning them kind of, but the team fights are not common. It's just some team fights happen one in between. You know what I mean? Like it's like every now and then there are some kills in our favors. Not that many kills. In those games, you can think more about item that gives you gold. So it's either a Midas, Hand of Midas. You can even consider something like a Dagon, Dagon 1. You can farm jungle with this. It solos any jungle camp, jungle creep you use it on. So like you can think about item that amplifies your farm. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. In games that kills not happening. And like if it's the other way around, let's say kills are happening, but like we are keep dying, like enemies killing us, we need to like try to create separation, avoid fights. So we're gonna need to like put some defensive vision, see them coming, and then run away, dodge them kind of in the game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This whole pulling the big camp mid game is a good trade to get farm as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wicked.
That Medusa without ulti is completely weak against you because he has nothing to cast at your ulti. So feel free to like go challenge
Dire's
him.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has
It
fallen.
was the time I was telling you, okay, go try to help the Kunkka, like smoke the Kunkka. That's like when we have a smoke. And then I check the Kunkka and I see, oh, okay, 1 minute cooldown. He's like, needs to like take a minute to fix his mana, fix his cooldowns. So, okay, now we have another minute to get back up, farm, and like create pressure, and then get back to our Kunkka.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Bounty.
This whole thing we're doing here, like defending top, shoving it out, it's a core job. Okay, one of your cores ideally wants to do this because this gives a lot of gold and XP. So if they doing it, then either protect them if they need it for it, or do something supportish that you have to do. But if no one's doing it, completely feel free to do it as a support because someone has to do this. Sometimes one of your cores is too weak to do this. Sometimes they're just a bad player, they're not doing it. In any case, if no one's doing this, feel free to do it, even as a position 5.
Okay, so can you pause for a minute?
Go ahead.
And what would you say the other thing I could have done if some core actually showed up here?
Go put some deep vision on enemy side. You can sometimes, if one of the core are playing mid, one of them playing top, one of them playing bottom, what ends up happening is that they're vulnerable to ganks. So you need to ask yourself which one is more likely to get killed and play just behind them, or play the way your hero protects them. Sometimes your hero is playing in front to protect someone, sometimes it's playing behind. Give me a second. So it depends on like the situation, on like what's happening in the game. As a support,
Okay.
you have a freedom to do literally anything. Sometimes you will realize, oh, there is nothing to do, literally. So you will turn into farming some jungle camps or stacking, stuff like that. So it depends on the situation, totally. I cannot say exactly. But in this specific game, I would say go put some deep vision and then find a Kunkka to a smoke him and find some kills. Let's say if it's like a PA farming top and a sniper defending mid and bottom.
Fine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
If you playing top, then it's setting up these kills on Medusa. And notice how Medusa was enemy's strongest hero we are killing right now. So it's like a very important kill. One other thing I want you to take away, notice how at the moment we kill this Medusa, I'm thinking about going mid, and then I'm like telling you, okay, go mid now. Leave the team. Remember that moment? This leaving the team and going mid? This is a very important thing. It's the same logic as on the bottom side, and I'm telling you, like, don't go to your teammates. Right now, we're at a point that everyone in our team needs more items. Like, let's look at each hero. This guy is building his Bloodstone. This guy finishing a BKB. This guy finishing a Diffuser Blade. This guy, he was about to buy a Flag Tree. So everyone needs the next item. Even you yourself need to buy your Glimmer Kit. And it's not like really good to go for a tier 2. Our option right now is either going Roche or getting more farm. And since I'm looking at your teammates, they don't really want to do Roche, then we need to split up to get as much farm as possible. We are technically on farm mode.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable either to take tier 1 towers before I don't know how many, but early in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mate.
Another thing is, similar thing's gonna happen in a few minutes, that Medusa gonna die top, and then that time I'm telling you, okay, force your team to go Roche this time. Remember that? Like, the first time we go Roche? There was a similar thing that Medusa just died, and like, we took that. That was another key thing like, about warding. We were about to ward somewhere deep in the enemy side, and then I guess just enemy might have vision there. So I said, okay, put the sentry, see if they have ward or not. And if they do, don't put it up there. It's gonna get dewarded. Put it on an abnormal place, somewhere that gives less vision, but at least it does it what it's supposed to do.
Dire's bottom tower.
Somewhere like there, somewhere like up there. Maybe even next to this watcher, if it was turned off. Another key part, and like just get to our PA on time. This PA could completely ignore that and like survive, but he should like.
Why did he die? Because he paid me, or what did he have?
I think Necrophos, he died from this radiance, I guess.
Ah.
Yeah, last tick of radiance.
Oh yeah, because PA was nerfed and no more life steal, so.
Yeah, he doesn't have any life steal, so he buy some for himself. So you're farming.
I think it's
Dire's top
generally straightforward from here.
Okay.
The one thing I noticed, and you were saying that I shouldn't really. So I should farm most of the times away from my team, basically. Or how do I say? That's really bad wording. But yeah. So in the games I play, I usually play more with my team.
Yeah. Then think about it this way: the more you play with the team, the less farm each of you gonna get. Sometimes the space is so limited that if you split it up too much, you're gonna get punished. But in a game that like is 20-8, splitting up is not gonna get us punished. It's just gonna give us more. So we can split it up. It's a feeling of how much enemy can punish us. Anti-Mage is not a hero that punishes anyone. Like, he needs to farm way more before he can do anything. Same goes for Medusa. He can't do anything by himself at least. Necrophos can sometimes punish if he's like really fat and he doesn't die to anyone. But like we are a good hero against them. We're not afraid of Necrophos. Like let's say you're top and then you see a Necrophos with your radiance. Oh, so what? You just still like life throwing him to death. Nothing's gonna happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not scared of enemy heroes. Same goes for our teammates. Like most of our teammates are fine against these heroes. Maybe a sniper suffering against Necrophos, sure. A bit. Like PA can stay in the blur away from him. Kungao is like tanky and powerful enough at this point. Like our team is fine against these heroes. An enemy greed going Medusa anti-mage is getting punished by us playing the split and get outfarming them in the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you see why I said you need to get a hex later on as well?
Because of the anti-mage blink, and yeah, basically it's a good item versus anti-mage.
It's anti-mage. It's
so
good against anti-mage, but it's also good against Necrophos and Medusa.
Necrophos.
Yeah, it's like if you have this item, they have to be scared of you or scared of like fighting back. If they show themselves, you just hex them and like, okay, your team gonna kill them. No matter if it's a Medusa, it's a Necrophos, they're gonna die to this hex. And like it's a powerful item. Like it's gonna just make you a threat. Like you can set up your ulti. It allows you to cancel the Bane ulti. Other than that, you don't have anything to cancel it, right? It gives you a cancel on the Bane ulti, canceling the Witch Doctor ulti. It just covers your bases. As a support, if you feel like, oh, I'm rich, I'm powerful, I want to be way more impactful, Hex is the item to get. It's gonna make the life much easier and much harder for the enemy team. Much easier for you, much harder for the enemy team. Yep. Any last question? Anything else?
Yeah. So basically, as I said, I felt like I was away from my team a lot of time. And when would you say it's generally? It's a bad question because it's hard to say, and it always depends on something.
When you feel like it's late game, is the time to not be split from the enemy, from your teammates. If that was the question you had. And like
if it's later in the game.
Yeah, so late game is again like not a fixed time, but I would say around 30 to 35, it's gonna happen most of the times. And that's the time that like you say, oh, getting one extra item is not the biggest deal here. It's so important no one dies in our side and we stay together strong. So like early on we wanna split it up, take everything we can out of the map, take all the resources. But later on, we want to be powerful in one point so we can make the job done. We can take Roche, we can take towers, we can go high ground, we can get kills, we can make shit happen, you know? So later on, we want to stay together. The earlier it is, the more useful items are, right? Like right now, like if you get a Glimmer Cape, it's like a big deal to your hero. They cannot cancel your ulti anymore. Or if you, let's say, finish a hex, oh, it's a big deal. I can like pin down this anti-mage. Like once you have those items, like at this point in the game, tell me what other item can like make changes, like make a big deal change. You see, like there is like yes, you're gonna get more powerful getting more items, but like it's not a big deal anymore. You're not gonna get way stronger. You see? So it's less important to split it up, and then it's more important to stay with the team. And if you look at the player net worth, like up until like here, we're like quite rich compared to enemy heroes. And suddenly like we slow down our farm on our side. Like, let me remove the enemy team. Like actually, let me remove the cores in our team. Cores in their team. Actually, so like it's like easier to see yours. This purple one. So like you see, like we are farming. Like this gold you earn is not from farming. This is from fighting from this point onward. So like it's happening around 30 something minutes for us in this game. Like we start fighting enemy. You get more gold because like you getting you surviving team fights and like you getting kills or something mainly. But yeah, that's like the general think about it. Any other question?
Okay. About game, I don't think so.